Alrighty, first reactions. That is the first time I've played all of them through an amp, apart from the Gibson. So I've played this one before in a video for Toman. I have never played this Maybach. I have never played this Harley Benton through an amp. I'm going to leave the edits in the final mix, but the Maybach and the Les Paul were noticeably louder than the Harley Benton. Would you agree, Chris? How are your ears?
What?
What? Chris is on camera helping me out. I'm also running through a Katana 100 amp from Boss because I know how to get a great crunch from it. And that's what, in my opinion, a Les Paul DC should do. I think it's an angry little animal that has so much potential, and you don't have, what's the word, option paralysis. So that's all you've got. You've got nothing else. There's no switch, you've just got volume and tone. I'm going to go back to the Harley Benton because I want to love it, because I don't have the money for these two. Okay, the sound is noticeably more brash, and I want to say shrill, but certainly, like, this sounds like a young teenager, whereas these would sound like older angry men. That's what I'm going to go with, that analogy. I'm just checking the distance between the pickups and the strings, because if the pickups are closer, then the guitar's going to be louder. It's about the same on that one. It is closer on the Gibson, so in fact I remember Chris cranked that up a little bit in another video. So there's that. The Maybach is the most expensive. It's about 1,700. Let's check the tag. 1699, got it in one. It's got aged parts and it is a lovely feeling guitar. The Gibson is in at about 899? 899, and this is coming in at 199. Now, what I'm not trying to do, I'm not trying to push the Harley Benton on you, but I am trying to push it on me because I want a DC and I can't afford that or that. So my plan would be to get one of these and upgrade some of the stuff. So let's turn this a little bit into a Harley Benton review. What would I change? It's got a Wilkinson bridge, which is a wraparound, but the individual saddles are adjustable. It's got a Roswell pickup, which is the Harley Benton brand pickups. Volume and tone, I'm guessing inside are fairly decent pots. 3-ply pickguard, black, white, black. A mahogany body, which, looking at it, is a 1, 2, I think it's a 2-piece. And on the back, we've got a control access panel back here. I don't know what the pots are. I do have a screwdriver with me. Come on, let's do this properly. I'm going to take that panel off. Knockoff Leatherman on a knockoff Gibson. Let's look inside the Harley Benton DC. There's a screw. Put it over there. Second screw. There we go. And I'm going to take a knife to it because I can. It makes me look more manly and dangerous. Ooh. Look at that. We have braided what? Chris just stuck the microphone in my face. Yeah, well, close as possible. Not that close. Extreme close-up. Braided wire. Nice thick wire, cable tie, so a nice tidy job. And alpha pots, 500K and 500K. So a little capacitor down in there. That's a very tidy job, Harley Benton. Now this is the prototype. I wonder if that, and it's also shielded at the back, because this is a P90 in here. So we've got a bit of aluminium shielding on the back of there. I was told that the neck was quite chunky because I asked the guys from Harley Benton, is it a chunky neck? Because that's what I want on a DC style guitar. With these, look at those. That one there. That's a big slab of meat, and it engulfs this neck. So it isn't a fat neck and it isn't a thin neck. They've gone for something in the middle, which I can understand they please the majority of people by having it there. Harley Benton would please me very, very much if they released a chubby neck version of this, maybe a limited edition. So I'm looking forward to see if that actually happens, because obviously I know Harley Benton personally. It didn't quite sound as raw, aggressive, and full and angry as either the Gibson or the Maybach, but that could be changed possibly with a more aggressive pickup. I could put a more angry P90 in there, and I think I could probably get that tone. Let's talk about the neck. It is not too sticky. And what meaning that it is poly finish. That one back there is a satin finish, which you know that I love and adore. So that's, for the feel, that's, the Gibson is more me. The Maybach is also a painted finish, which is a glossy, kind of mid-gloss, because it's relict, but it's not quite as smooth as the Gibson. The reason I'm doing this video is I'm questioning myself if I should get this one and mod it, or just invest in a more expensive guitar. And to make this video a lot shorter than it could be, I'm going to go straight away and say I haven't got the cash at the moment to invest in the Maybach, so that one's out, even though it is a very, very good guitar. They've got such attention to detail. They've got the tulip machine heads up here. They've been rounded off. Everything's slightly rounded off as if it has been used for a very long time. I love that Maybach does that. The Gibson is one of the lower end Gibsons, and let's talk about it for a moment. I love this guitar. It's one of my favorites, and certainly in the shop, it's one of the ones that I see when I come in and have a look at everything. Gibson have done an excellent job with this guitar. It plays really well. I know that Chris did a little setup on it, so it's a little bit cheating, but I'm not going to pretend that Harley Benton didn't make sure this was in top condition before it came to you. So I'm going to stick with this Harley Benton. I'm going to try these tuners. Let's try. When tuning the guitars, I realized that the tuners on this don't only look really pretty, which is my #1 choice for a DC junior style guitar, but they function really well. They're Wilkinsons. They're great. I can't say that I'd be fully satisfied with the Harley Benton purely because the neck is a little bit too slim for me. I do like chunky necks, but I think this is going to appeal to a lot of people because they put it in that middle ground. I really hope Harley Benton will release a sort of vintage correct version of this, which has got real chunky stuff and the volute. That would be amazing. Because of the slim neck, I find that when I'm playing it, I'm really, really hitting those and pressing those strings down. It's got a really good setup, and the guys have brought it here to TGU 19, and of course they've done a good setup on it. But I have, with these monster fingers, it feels like I'm going to break the strings off. I love a DC. It's got that angry P90. I need more anger from this pickup. If I was to, I'm now leaning, thinking, if I was picking a sound or doing it in a studio, I'd want that angry feeling from the Gibson. I'm not getting that from the Harley Benton. So for me, that needs a pickup adjustment or pickup change. Let's see what I can do with just one pickup and the tone knob and volume knob. A lot of fun. I could get lost in that.